China, a vast land with a rich tapestry of history and culture. A land of surprising differences, where ancient traditions meet modern innovations. Over 1 billion people, all chasing their own Chinese dream, each with a unique story to tell. Giant skyscrapers reach the clouds, casting shadows over ancient temples that have stood for centuries. Super-fast trains zoom past rice farms, a mix of progress and tradition that defines this nation. It's a lot to take in, a mix of sights, sounds and smells that overwhelm the senses. You can feel the energy, strong and constant, pulsing through the streets. We're here to look deeper, to find the real China beyond the tourist spots and the stories we're told. We'll explore the busy streets of Beijing and Shanghai, where the old world meets the new in a fascinating blend. We'll travel into the countryside, where old traditions continue amidst rapid change, preserving a way of life that has endured for generations. We're not afraid to ask the tough questions, to look at the harder parts of this complex nation. This is China, unfiltered, raw and real. From the shiny towers of Shanghai's financial district to the dusty villages of rural China, one thing is clear: this is a nation always changing, always evolving. Tradition and modernity clash and coexist in a way that is both exciting and unsettling, creating a unique cultural landscape. The old ways are disappearing, but they don't go easily, holding on amidst the tide of progress. The new China is growing quickly, wanting its place on the world stage, eager to showcase its advancements. But what does it mean to be Chinese during this time of big change? How do people navigate this shifting landscape? What are the hopes, dreams and worries of the people living through this transformation? How do they see their future? These are the questions that make me return to China year after year, seeking to understand this dynamic nation. These are the stories I want to share. Stories of a land of contrasts, forever changing, yet deeply rooted in its past. The Great Wall winds across the mountains, a symbol of the skill and hard work of people long ago. This monumental structure, built over centuries, stands as a testament to human perseverance and ingenuity. Standing on top of it, you can almost hear the sounds of the past, the fighting, the whispers of emperors. The stones beneath your feet tell stories of battles fought and lives lost, of a nation defending its borders. It reminds us of what humans can do when they come together with a common purpose. The Great Wall is a marvel of engineering and a symbol of unity and strength. But the Great Wall is just the start. It is merely one chapter in the rich tapestry of China's history. China is full of ancient wonders, from the terracotta army buried for centuries, each warrior unique, guarding the tomb of the first emperor of China, to the magnificent Forbidden City, once the center of imperial China. This sprawling palace complex was home to emperors and their courts for nearly 500 years. These places are more than just places to visit. They are living history, telling stories of emperors and important people, of kingdoms rising and falling. They are the heartbeats of a civilization that has endured for millennia. In the tea houses and temples, you can still see the rituals and traditions passed down through many years. The art of calligraphy, practiced with precision and grace. The careful dance of a tea ceremony, where every movement is deliberate and meaningful. The rhythmic chanting of monks. These are the things that connect modern China to its ancient past. They are echoes of a time long gone, yet still very much alive. These traditions are the threads that weave the fabric of Chinese culture, connecting generations and preserving the essence of their heritage. But even as these traditions continue, they are always being reimagined for a new generation. The fusion of old and new creates a dynamic culture that is both rooted in history and looking forward to the future. Young Chinese people are finding ways to honor their history while looking to the future. It's a difficult balance, but one that ensures the legacy of their ancestors lives on, even as they carve out their own paths. Shanghai, a city that never sleeps. A city growing super fast, a symbol of China's desire to grow and modernize at an unprecedented pace. Skyscrapers rise from the Huangpu River like giants made of steel and glass, each one trying to be the tallest, reflecting the city's ambition. On the streets, it's a whirlwind of activity, a constant buzz of people and vehicles. Millions of people, all moving, chasing their dreams in this city of endless possibilities. Beijing, the old capital, is just as impressive, with its own unique charm. The city is a mix of old and new, where history meets modernity at every corner. Imperial palaces stand next to modern office buildings, creating a striking contrast. Red lanterns decorate the narrow streets, while bright lights shine on the city's vibrant nightlife. And then there's Shenzhen, the boom town that grew from a small fishing village to become China's Silicon Valley very quickly, a testament to rapid urbanization. It's a city driven by ambition and new ideas, where anything seems possible and innovation is the key. These huge cities are the drivers of China's economic success, but they also show the challenges facing this rapidly changing nation, including environmental and social issues. The difference between rich and poor is growing, and the pressure to succeed is huge, creating a complex urban landscape. Behind the shiny surface of modern China, there's another world, one that's hidden. It's a world of secrets, worries, and hidden desires. Take the Shanghai marriage market, for example. Every weekend, parents meet in a park with resumes and photos of their unmarried children, hoping to find a good match. It shows the pressures faced by young people in a society where respecting your parents is very important. And then there's the secret nightlife. In the dark bars and nightclubs, a different side of China appears. It's a world of short-term connections driven by alcohol and unspoken desires. These hidden parts of Chinese society show how complex life is in a nation dealing with fast social change. Beneath the surface of conformity, there's a feeling of rebellion, a wanting for something more. Chongqing, a city built on mountains and often covered in fog. It's a place where the past and present meet in a mix of buildings and chaos. On the one hand, Chongqing shows China's urban transformation. Shiny skyscrapers rise from the Yangtze and Jiaoliang rivers, connected by bridges and tunnels that seem impossible. It's a city always moving, a symbol of China's constant push for progress. But underneath this modern city, there's another Chongqing. You'll find the bang-bang men working hard, carrying goods up and down the city's steep hills. They remind us of the human cost of China's economic miracle. Chongqing is a city of contrasts, a place where hope and despair are close together. It's a small example of the challenges and opportunities facing China in the 21st century. Imagine entire cities with tall skyscrapers, big shopping malls, and beautiful parks standing empty. This is the strange reality of China's ghost cities. Driven by speculation and easy loans, developers built these cities of the future, expecting lots of people to move in, but they never did. Now, these huge empty buildings stand as monuments to China's overheated property market and the dangers of uncontrolled development. Rows of identical apartment buildings go on forever, their windows dark and empty. The streets are very quiet, except for the occasional security guard or stray dog. The existence of these ghost cities makes us ask questions about China's economic model. Can a country continue to build its way to prosperity when so many of its citizens can't afford to live in the cities they've built? In China, Big Brother isn't just watching, he's keeping track. The social credit system, a huge network of surveillance and data collection, is changing Chinese society. Imagine a world where everything you do, online and offline, is watched and analyzed, where your social media posts, your online shopping, even your jaywalking tickets can affect your ability to get a loan, rent an apartment, or even send your child to a good school. This is real life for millions of Chinese citizens living under the social credit system. The Chinese government says the system is needed to build a more trustworthy and peaceful society, but others see it as a scary example of too much government control, a tool for social control and repression. One thing is sure, the social credit system is making China a giant social experiment, unlike anything the world has seen before. Food is more than just something to eat in China. It's a big part of the culture, a source of national pride. But in recent years, many food safety problems have made people worry about the country's food. From melamine-tainted milk powder to gutter oil recycled from restaurants and sewers, the stories are disgusting. The desire for profit above all else has led to a culture of taking shortcuts and ignoring basic safety rules. The Chinese government has promised to stop food safety violations, but the problem continues. The huge size of China's food industry, along with a lack of transparency and weak enforcement, makes it hard to control. For many Chinese people, the fear of contaminated food is a daily worry, a constant source of anxiety in a country where even the most basic things can't be taken for granted. In China's very competitive tech industry, the pressure to succeed is huge. The 996 work culture, where employees are expected to work from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 6 days a week, has become normal, something to be proud of for those who want to move up in their jobs. But this constant push for success has a downside. Burnout, depression, and even sudden death from overwork are happening more and more. The human cost of China's economic miracle is becoming clear. In recent years, some young workers have started to push back against the 996 culture, questioning the sacrifices they are being asked to make. They are demanding a better balance between work and life, a chance to follow their interests outside of work. The battle between work and life is happening in offices and online across China. We don't know yet whether the country's huge desire for growth can work with the needs of its people.